What do you mean? The himbo got a fan?
Wow, that's very.
Do you know these gays? Do you know these gays?
These gays.
These gays.
They're trying to murder me. Well, we're not talking about traitors right now. You can go check out the Cup TV where we are talking all things traitors all the time. And there are a lot of gays actually across both traitors franchises right now. So I'm quite excited for all of that. Well, yes. Shout out to Stardoll. I love Star.
Yes.
Love you. But hello, everyone. Welcome to the Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. I have a lovely, beautiful iced coffee today in my Corey King tumbler because we got to shout out the fact that Miss Corey King is booked, blessed, and headed to Vegas next month. Shout out to Corey.
Yes.
And shout out to finally, Miss Aja Miyake Mugler making her way to Vegas as she should. For RuPaul's Drag Race Live. I'm very excited for this new lineup. And shout out to Lady Camden making her return. I'm excited. And Aja O'Hara and Georges and Anya Nerve. Period.
Wow.
I will be making my way back to Vegas to go see the Vegas show. I'm quite excited for it.
It's been a minute since I've seen it because go watch it if y'all haven't. It's really, really good. And the lineup changes. I think only Georges I've seen out of that lineup because she's been there a while.
I don't think I've seen. No, I haven't seen anyone in that lineup actually. No, I've seen Asia. Asia hosted when I went. Because when I went, it was a swing day. So there were a couple, I had a couple swings on mine, but it was Asia, Kahana, who is, love Kahana Montrese. I had Asia, Kahana, Derek, and Jada, I think was my lineup.
I think
love them all.
I remember I had Jada, Derek was there. I think Alexis Mateo, but I think she was subbing in for somebody because Alexis is a local queen.
Alexis is a swing, yeah.
Yeah. And TKB.
Send some love to TKB. She's going through some stuff right now. So go send some love to Miss TKB right now.
We actually sat next to her parents. I met her mom. She is a lovely woman. Lovely woman.
Yes.
Yeah. And then Pangina and Jay Julie were in the next booth over, so it was a fun night. So.
I love that. Yes. But yes, also while we're at it, Cup Mug, of course. Lana G Creations at Etsy.com. That link is in the description below, and that beautiful QR code up in the top right corner. Go like the shop, go get some merch, and I thank you.
And on that note, bonsoir to le monde, because almost evening there. It's me, Micha, your Persian correspondent, and I'm drinking piping hot, sizzly Tyson hot chocolate because it's so hot. If Nini Coco drank this chocolate, her vocal cords would be in perfect form.
And howdy, y'all. I am Mike. I'm your beefy bodybuilding correspondent down in Dallas, Texas. I put the him and himbo and the gay and video gamer, and I just finished my coffee, so I'm going to switch over to, I am in the Coke Zero Sugar Coke crowd today. Their holiday creamy vanilla zero sugar, because it's on sale, because the holidays are over, so they're phasing out their holiday flavors.
It's such a good flavor, though.
It is a good flavor. I'm sad to see this one go.
I agree with that. Completely. Well, we are all back. It is episode 2 of RuPaul's Drag Race season 18. Another delightful episode of Drag Race. I'm quite happy the Drag Race US is back. It's always good to have the mainstay here with us. And I thought it was, a delightful challenge. Quite early to have girl groups.
Quite, yeah, you wouldn't say. I mean, it's delightfully plenty of girls, I would say. 14, the first ever.
14 girls!
Even on season 15.
Quite a lot.
girl group.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the most we've ever had for girl groups in the entirety of history.
And I didn't mind it. I really did not mind it here. Yeah, I think it was pretty fine. It was pretty okay. I didn't mind it. I thought it was pretty okay.
I think they did really well. I think it shows. We'll get into it, but I think these are a lot of performance queens, and they really showed their chops today. And because I was looking at like, okay, who would I have in my bottom 3, and we'll get to that. But like, I was kind of nobody. I don't think anybody bombed, in my opinion.
No.
I think it was kind of like a who did the least good here, and that's always a great position to be in because I'm well entertained here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I actually would agree. I think jumping off of the same season 15 comparison, I think this time everybody's done a much better job overall. I think, yeah, literally it was kind of splitting hairs between the bottoms this time around. I think still the tops were kind of more obvious in a sense. Would I personally judge it in groups? I would tell when we go to the judgment, but the bottoms were really not that bottomy in a sense that it really, you should have taken like runways into account as judges did or something like this, which is like a clear telltale sign that this is pretty much a damn good job done by pretty much everybody. In this scenario, it more reminded me of season 16 actually, because their girl groups were pretty phenomenal, and Q was the only one bombing the challenge, and Amanda the only one bombing the runway. So basically, okay, here's your bottom 2.
Speak on it. But yeah, there were a lot of intricacies in this episode, and I really appreciated it. And I'm really enjoying this cast. Like we all really enjoyed them from the Meet the Queens, from all the preseason stuff. And I have to say, now that we're getting into the competition, I'm really enjoying this group. So I can't wait for the rest of the season. I think we're setting up for a really, really strong season of Drag Race too. So
I'm going to say, I think it is because the average age of the queens is higher this season. And I think
I agree with you.
Stronger personalities, people who are more sure of themselves and aren't like so easily, like, I think, moved. And we'll get into it. It was a storyline today where I think one queen got a lot of heat from the entire room, and they stayed we'll just say. And I think she stayed stalwart in the face of, like, I'm going to say some, I mean, I think they were trying to get her off her game, but I was like, these queens are really coming for this girl. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. These queens really were trying to murder her, almost.
That part.
And actually,
these guys are trying to murder me.
That part. Athena Dion is the Jennifer Coolidge of season 18 of Drag Race.
She is. She's giving very, very J. Coolidge vibes. And this makes me actually excited for next week as well, because I think with this cast, Saturday Night Live finally is going to kind of break its semi-curse, so to speak, and probably be really cool because exactly of the median age of the cast. And I think because they would catch the references much faster. So hopefully it's going to be like really good this time.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Let's dive into it all. Before we do, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things drag. And also, breaking news, everyone. The cast for RuPaul's Drag Race UK versus the World Season 3 dropped this week. If you have not checked it out, what are you doing? Because this cast is stacked, iconic. I cannot wait. I am eagerly anticipating that turned into Wicked very quickly, and I'm very happy about it.
Is it the battle cry of Cynthia Riva that Ginger Minch has heard?
The imaginary battle cry.
And I ain't lying, America.
Okay, this was a cross between the imaginary battle cry of Cynthia Riva and the real battle cry of Mercedes Iman Diamond coming into the workroom for the very first time.
Shout out to Mercedes Iman Diamond. I saw a video of her performing a couple weeks ago, and she's looking sickening. So shout out to Mercedes.
Drag Race, why are you playing? Get Mercedes back.
Please, Mercedes back. And we thank you for that. But yes, if you have not checked out our cast assessment for UK versus the World 3, go make sure to check that out. Lana, Jonathan, and I had the best time talking about this cast of girls, and we've got some other preseason coverage coming out in the next couple of weeks before the premiere on January 27th. And we'll be here talking all things RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18 in the interim, and we are wrapping up Canada's Drag Race Season 6 next week, so make sure to check out all of our coverage of that as well. You can also check out everything else we're doing across the Cup Network, as we've got a double dose of Traders as well over on the Cup TV and much more. All of our links are down in the description below. You can also check out our Patreon, our social media. You can follow all three of us and, of course, get your merch. Check out everything in the description below. But we come back into the workroom after no one went home because it was a top 2. And Kenya Pleaser has survived by the hairs on Didi Fuego's chinny chin chin.
Not that.
Yeah. Kenya is just, I love Kenya.
I love her.
I love Kenya. I knew I would. I absolutely adore her. I think she is fabulous and stunning. And some of the girls, Jane, are very plucked that Nene won the first challenge. And some of the girls, Jane, are going to make it very known that they were not impressed, Jane, with her winning the first challenge.
Look, stay salty. Like, that's all I got to say, because I thought that dress was sickening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
And
her lip sync was
yeah.
great. And her lip sync was great. So yeah, don't forget. She really slayed. So yeah, stay hungry, stay foolish, stay salty. Oh, wrong book. But yeah, this time. So Nini is very happy, but because she literally said, yeah, I mean, you see is what you get. So basically,
right.
And that was I think there was just I don't know. I think
water of a dog's back
going on. Yeah, there was that. I think there was a lot of groupthink going on last week where they were just kind of I think Discord kind of started the conversation of oh, Nene has to be in the bottom because I can't see her in the top. Can't beat this outfit or something like that. And I was just oh, honey,
But Cardi, what did you think of my outfit?
She was.
Now, where's Madame
such
LaQueer?
Where's
Madame LaQueer back?
On Mexico versus on Latina Royale.
Oh my God, Latino! Oh,
imagine.
I would cry, scream, and throw up. That would be iconic.
She will eat. She will chew. She will swallow.
I would love that.
Not a rumor. It's a fact.
I would love that. Oh my God, that would be great. But yes, otherwise they all get out of drag. Mm-hmm. We come back in the next day. Everybody's popping a Boniva because Athena's old. And we get quickly into our Maxi challenge. We are doing Q-pop girl groups. Inspired by all things queer and queenly. We are taking inspiration from from 3 different fabulous eras. We've got a disco fantasy inspired by Sylvester, allegedly.
Yep.
I'm gonna say allegedly.
It's kind of the same time frame. Yeah, 3 different genres.
Inspired. We've got one inspired by Wham, which that one I definitely got a little bit more. And the third one is a punk rock track inspired by the Runaways.
The Runaways, yeah. And the 2 last were pretty close to the originals, almost name-wise to the tracks they were inspired by.
Definitely, yeah. So
Nene and Vita, the one that they fight over. No, go ahead.
Wait. First, they distribute the groups.
Yeah. We'll talk about the fight here in a second because there is so much to talk about. But Nene and Vita, for being the top 2 of last week's challenge, get to pick their groups, and then everybody else is some leftovers. Now, Mike, this really felt like some BB24 situation. I was like, oh God, who's going to be Taylor Hale?
And just like Taylor Hale picked last, like, I feel like all the queens that were picked last, I'm like, these are a great group of queens. What are you, shady boots group of girls not picking the talent here? I will say, Jonathan was just like, these are all my favorite queens of the cast that were not picked. Outside of Kenya. He was like, plus Kenya, and then you have my favorite queens of the cast.
Hey, I mean, yeah, I see that.
And so I was just like, there had to be some 4D chess, some like psyops, like trickery going on to get into like these queens' heads. Specifically, I think Athena was like the target of a lot of conspiring.
What do you mean?
Another Big Brother reference, conspiring bitches over here. Like,
I
trying to get
tried. When I tell you, Mike, I looked for 30 minutes this morning to try to find my "Why are you bitches conspiring against me" shirt.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't find it, and I'm so sad about it. It's somewhere in my closet. I can't find it, and I'm so mad. Because this was the episode of Conspiring Bitches.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm like, I feel like Kat Dunn up in here. The bitches are conspiring.
It really was that, but like they were, and they confirmed behind Athena's back. They're like,
right,
yeah, I'm just kind of trying to get under her skin, because they all see her as this big threat. And it works in the way Athena doesn't expect. We'll talk about it. Like, I think it does work, but not in the way that I think Athena thought it would work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the other three girls who ended up with Athena in the hashtag leftovers were not like kind of on the girls' radar at all. I don't think it was like a conspiracy against them. They were just kind of oblivious to them. They were like, okay, right, Didi Fuego didn't show maybe much Fuego in the first episode, where she was kind of low and busy with like sewing, which is not her first skill. Darlene Mitchell, was like basically a twin of the princess from season 4, which is on one hand great to look at, on the other hand maybe not what people think when they choose.
Get my pocketbook, I'm leaving.
Willem literally said the same thing during Roscoe's last week.
Ew, not her.
Yeah. And I think Athena was the only one who caught actually the water off her duck's back. It flew into Athena seamlessly, because both Nini and Vita had confessionals about, oh my God, I want to see her plucked. I want to see Athena pressed. Like, I forgot which bread something. It was not panini, because panini was Venji. It was Venji's quote. She was pressed like something, another bread product, another dairy.
Well, I know Kenya said Athena looked like a freshly plucked chicken. Like,
sorry, she looked like a chicken, not a panini, but chicken have been both.
Girl, I can't. I love Kenya. I love Kenya.
Like, I love all these girls, but they were really coming for Athena's wig this episode. Like,
but also it's very interesting, because before they started choosing the song /fighting, actually you wouldn't even decipher which group of the three would be from the get-go the strongest, I think, which is cool.
Yeah. I thought overall, like, looking at all of them objectively speaking, I thought it would be a pretty even match.
Mm-hmm. But like, I'm gonna be honest, like, they didn't give us the songs, like, specifically. If I had heard the songs, I'm just gonna spoil you all right now. I'd be like, oh, Disco Group is going to be in the bottom, because that song is so bad. We'll get into it.
Bad, yeah.
And their dancing didn't help either. Neither did the vocals.
And now we can get it and they fight over this. This is what you're fighting over.
I'm so sorry. Why are we doing an Ellie Diamond 8 count to this disco track? Like, no, girl. Why? So, okay, let's get into the fight.
Yep.
Let's let's talk about
World
it.
War III over here.
Yeah, for some insane reason, everybody wants disco. Yeah, because it's allegedly RuPaul's favorite track. Well, somebody clearly lied to you, girls. Nothing else.
Someone lied to you several times and said this track was hot, fly, and sexy, and it is none of that. It is nothing of the sort. Like, and Vita, for seemingly no reason other than to get under Athena's skin, decides she is going to almost practically fist fight Athena Dion for this role.
Yeah, for the song she didn't want. I mean, what a mastermind.
To the point that Discord has to come from the other end of the couch and hold her hands and go, Vita, it's okay. Vita, it's fine. We can make punk work.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and the fight was giving me like a Spania 5 protest song fight.
Oh yeah.
God,
You're so right.
yes.
You're so right. That everybody
y'all
was
have not seen a Spania 5. Go look up this fight because it was like
iconic.
I feel like production almost had to like walk in and like hold some of the queens back because it got like
It got
really
almost physical. Not in a Dua Lipa way, yeah.
No, Jane was giving me Denebula and Eva just in the back, just being like,
yeah, Eva was
I don't
like,
want to be involved.
I don't want to be here. Just pick
I
one.
don't want to be here. Just pick one. Yeah, literally that.
And
I'm
Vita
like,
and Discord were kind of like the Margarita, like
very
like
that
fighting
like,
and yelling and pointing.
Oh my God. It was, and then I love and then this is where it takes the turn from season 18 because Mikey, smart girl, girl, she's like, well, if they're gonna fight over disco, hey girls, can we just take pop? No, you can't take pop. We need to resolve like, disco first.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
I loved it. I loved every bit of it.
You know what? When Kylie Minogue was recording Your Disco Needs You, she clearly didn't envisage that outcome. Yeah, that was
your disco,
something.
Your disco.
And then come to find out, it is all just like this double agent, like
yes, Vita, the mastermind. Yeah,
what the fuck is going on up in here on this day? Like
Vita on Traitors. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, that is some Traitors ass move there.
You know, it's a very deep Drag Race reference because it's literally 15 years from now. It's about a person we don't often talk for obvious reasons, but she's the second person to do exactly that, what Shenji has done all the way back in season 3 with Carmen Carrera and the reggae song.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, yep. It is that.
It really is that.
I respect the move.
I do too.
Because Vita clearly ended up with a much better track, like light years ahead.
I don't know what these queens are thinking. Like, anytime there's like a heavy metal or a punk or some sort of like alt rock sort of like heavier like song, it usually wins.
Yes,
it usually wins.
Yeah, and secondly, girls, RuPaul was in a punk band. RuPaul's was not a disco fucking band. Girls, whoever told you that RuPaul is so much kid of a disco lied to you blatantly. Oh yeah,
I don't get it.
I mean, lucky punks, lucky Vita and co. I mean, they did what needed to be done.
And the group that wanted pop got pop. So hey,
yeah, they still got pop. So.
And I really loved how Mikey overheard through a grapevine how Vita explained to Discord her strategy. She was like, "Oh my God, I loved her face in the confessionals. That was golden." Absolutely. Yeah.
Like she was like, some of these. I think Mikey is kind of coming in and just being like, she's like, I'm just gonna focus on the drag and everything, and then she's like, these other queens are. They are playing hard to win.
Yeah.
And I think you have to come in. I think it's just really, I get that feeling of like, you feel like everything's one way, and then like the scales fall from your eyes. I've played a mini with some of the people on the pod, and I was, spoiler alert, I was totally bamboozled by some people, and it was the first time I was like, I was so sure I knew what was happening, and it shocked me. I get the feeling. I understand, Mikey, from one Mikey to another.
Mikey. Yeah, it can and will happen that way very often. But yes, everyone gets what they want. The teams are putting their stuff together. Athena could not be more enthusiastic about the team that she is with. I'm gonna y'all keep talking about this. I'm gonna recreate Athena in this segment, so I'll be right back. But yeah, keep talking about this.
I mean, that was such a great look, saying we have a song about love and empowerment and how we come together and rejoice. And now I'm looking at my teammates, and I understand that they can't actually rejoice and group together. So we'll have to imitate, but it falls flat. It was such a weird confessional. But the girls are writing lyrics. Yeah, sorry.
No, well, I was about to bring that part up. One thing I loved in this sort of like before the rehearsals was like Jane was like enthusiastically giving Juicy some lyrical advice, and was like, oh, you should do this for your lyrics. Like, oh, that's really, really good. And it was great bar and everything. And then Discord's like, can I have some help? And she was like,
Yeah, she was like that.
The energy level just flipped, and she was like, you can't sit with us, Discord.
She was like, I thought you were such a punk bitch, and for such a punk bitch you have troubles writing lyrics for a punk song. So it was very interesting, the dynamic within the punk group. I also loved how Jane was super fast and referred to her as a very prolific writer, but apparently she's the Megami of this group. She can write for everyone. And
then across the workroom, Athena just looks like this.
No, not the blanket, not the Audrey blanket.
Yeah, she does.
Athena, how are you doing? Just fine. I'm fine.
We're gonna do great. We're gonna do
just fine. Just fine.
I'm having
fun. I'm having a lot of fun, you guys. My group came through a lot of self-doubt. We worked through a lot of self-doubt, and I'm really proud of my girls, and I think they did a really good job. And I was the draggiest drag queen on stage, so I think I did a really good job, and that's all.
It was giving very much like, shut up, we're gonna have fun, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Athena is the aunt that's trying to be the fun aunt, being like, we're gonna have fun, everybody. This is fun. We're having fun.
Yeah. Stop goofing off. We're playing here.
Literally.
Well, and the results were almost there. But yeah, on the pop group, the struggle was real for Nini, where I found out just exactly during the lyrics writing session that Nini has completely lost her voice during the screaming mini challenge, which kind of split.
Production is shady.
Never do it again.
For this planning schedule. How dare
Not only that, but that mini challenge was, that was challenging.
Rotted for making them scream and then be like, okay, tomorrow you're gonna have to sing.
Right, like, and she didn't even win that mini challenge.
Not even remotely. Yeah. But she won the Maxi, so I mean, come on, the girl still got her flowers. But yeah, she was given very much Gabriella Labucci during her legendary "What Happened Was" session on Drag Race Down Under 3.
Oh, you mean
Oh, wait. Okay.
Oh, fuck, where is it? Hold on, I have it. Antissa. Where the fuck is it? It's here. I promise you. I promise. Oh, you mean
I'm serving fashion tonight on the runway.
Shout out to friend of the pod, Gabriella Labucci. I love her.
Oh my
Nini
gosh.
was right
I
between
need her back on a season.
Please.
Yeah, and she can. No, she can. Italy versus the Italy versus.
Honey, this is Christmas, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, this is such a sidebar, but her lip sync with Hollywood Star is one of my favorites. I go back and I watch. It lives in my brain rent free. So
I love this song. I actually never heard it before. I saw the lip sync and I love this song. It's just so cool and kind of stupid and bitchy and yeah.
So stupid. Yeah, it's such a stupid bitch track. Anyway,
love
Gabriella. Shout out.
Love Gabby. But yes, we then go to the we have the recording with Michelle and the choreo rehearsals. And the main thing to note is Nini doesn't have a voice.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I had any other notable during the recording session.
I don't think so. There was like some, obviously there was Darlene. Yeah, Darlene during the recording session blew us all out of the world. No, there was, okay. Have you clocked this? So when the other bandmates were recording, our dear mother darling Athena Dion was sleeping. And when Darlene started screaming, Athena woke up and started giggling like everyone else. And this was such a good transition because literally when Didi was recording, Athena was like, but so when Darlene hit her stride with this golden falsetto, the most golden part of the entire song, Athena was also on with everyone else. And I just loved how, of all things, Darlene nailed this scream the most, but then struggled with the non-falsetto with like just voice part. That was a very interesting recording, to say the least.
I'm like, how can you hit that big note and not a single other fucking note, Darlene? Like, make that make sense. I'm sorry. I love Darlene. I'm really appreciating Darlene, but I'm like, how is it possible that and she hits the big note several times, but you can't hit any other note where to the point that Michelle is like, pick a note, just any of them.
Yeah. But I mean, actually, as a singer, I can kind of sympathize with her because when people discover, when like non-singers start developing the singing voice, and when they discover they can do falsetto well, sometimes them without being like perfectly pitched singers by default, sometimes they would find better pitch on falsetto and struggle to do it with their normal voice. And sometimes it's vice versa, which is kind of very interesting, and then it's kind of goes around with practice. It kind of all sets in. But that was hilarious. This entire session.
I just don't understand. I'm a very musically minded person, so I empathize whenever people are like have pitch issues, and I'm kind of like, you know what? I don't know what that feels like because I feel like I have really great pitch and a really great rhythm, or sense of rhythm, like internal rhythm. So like people like I also wrote down Kenya has a very nice voice, but oh my gosh, the rhythm was so wacky, and I was like, what is going? I've never heard someone with such a nice voice have like no rhythm, and that was crazy. One of my other notes was like Vita was so quiet in her first delivery. And I wrote in my notes, I was like, you said you have a punk background? Like, why'd you go in with that? Like, the delivery eventually was great, and I think the whole punk group was great, but that was weird. And then
I'm so sorry. On the Vita point, when she does her first delivery and Michelle goes, "Are you?" Like,
very shady.
Michelle! I said, Michelle, are you the baddest bitch?
That was hilarious.
I literally was sitting in my friend's living room, charcuterie in hand. My jaw dropped. I'm like, glass of wine, charcuterie in hand. My jaw dropped. And I was just like,
she snatched
gagged me.
her end.
Not the
Gagged me a
charcuterie,
bit,
whoa.
for sure. I was like, girl.
It got Vita to snap into it. Like, she really did. Like, that she eventually got there.
Michelle knows what it takes. Michelle knows what it takes.
I mean, you know, we all meme about like her career and everything, but she was a serious like musician and recording.
She's about to go on off Broadway again.
Good for her.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
she
like,
on?
she's a I don't remember. Let me go check.
Okay.
She just posted it on Instagram again.
Yeah.
But
while you look that up.
Yeah.
Nene, one thing, and I really feel bad for her delivery, but for her voice, but like her delivery was hilarious. Like, it was very like, oh gee golly willikers. Oh, like, it was so like,
Well,
I'm like, she's trying, but it was so
Exactly.
ho-hum. It was so gee golly. It was hilarious.
Right.
You never know what part of Mae West personality is gonna emerge, transpire through your vocal cords when you don't have a good vocal day. Yeah. So
Right.
It was giving like 50s suburb dad. Like, and I was like, I don't blame her. Her voice is gone, and the producers are rotted. They're rotted for making the queens yell and then sing. But
well, they still didn't do her as dirty in the post production of the song as, for example, for Angina and Henry Cavill. Was it Henry Cavill? Verse on All Stars 5, yeah. Because in the post prod, in the actual song, Nini sounded decently. I mean, in the actual song during the performance,
they did a really good job with her vocal. Like, I was really quite impressed with it. So she's doing it's not off Broadway. She's doing the worldwide premiere of Sea Witch, a new musical at the Theatre Royal Drury Lane on March 1st with Natalie Paris and Maz Murray. So that'll be quite fun.
Sea Witch.
Yeah.
Oceanist mother.
Mother of the ocean. Period.
Mother of the ocean.
Come on, ocean mother.
Mm-hmm. That's all I had for my notes for the recording session.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't have anything else either.
Yeah, I think it's cool that they had for the almost first time. I think the choreo was shown in the episode before the vocal recording with Michelle, which is interesting. Yeah, because they've done their own choreo like before, and it was interesting to see. It was pretty brief, but Nini's pop team, the Wham team, was all on the right leg, right foot. Everything went smoothly for all 5 of them. It was pretty cool. In the punk band, Juicy was named as the head choreo because, of course, she is. Go watch her dancing on Instagram. I mean, that was my best brain rot for the week. But she, by contrast, is kind of worried, saying, "Oh my God, I was in the bottom 3 last week, and here we have some completely non-dancers, Discord, who have too late, Discord feet, Discord, something like this." But she somehow managed to pull them all together, and then there was disco, and the four flowers, the 4 wailing gibberas floating somewhere in the flower shop were there. Yeah. And that was also an interesting bit. But then we moved very quickly to the actual vocal recording.
I felt like there was a lot of production, like forcing this storyline of like Athena is like shutting down all collaboration. And I only saw one instance where she kind of worked through Dee Dee's idea of like, oh, should I stand over here? And she's like, maybe we should like spread out on stage and everything. So I'm like, that's not really her shutting down. It kind of seems like the group is just kind of coasting, to be honest. And that Athena is the only one who's really bringing ideas. I'm going to be honest, this whole storyline of like Athena bulldozes her team and she's not a team player kind of produced her storyline. It's fabricated to me. I call rigor mortis. I call some like production. I'm blaming it on the edit. I'm blaming it on the edit because I don't believe it. I really don't believe it. I just think the other queens were just really quiet. Because like if she was bulldozing, we would see it. I do believe she wasn't in the best state of mind. I believe that, but like,
and yeah, there was a very.
Like, Athena is the sole reason they were where they end up. We'll talk about that, but like, I don't believe this. I don't believe it.
Yeah, there was very shady discussion about that in the morning on the elimination day before the actual challenge, where somebody of her teammates, I think it was Dee Dee, who said that no, it was quite a collaborative effort with Darlene, and one of the girls from the other team asked, "How much did she pay you to say that?"
Shady little boots in the shade.
Indeed.
I mean, they got to have their storylines. They
of course, there just wasn't a whole lot of drama this episode, so they had to put things together. Mm-hmm. So it like they had to do something here. So whatever. Mm-hmm. But yes, we go to next day in the workroom. Everybody's getting ready. We get a little bit of Dee Dee's backstory before she goes home.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Monterrey.
Well, she grew up in Monterrey, the Beverly Hills of Mexico, and talks about how her family were very supportive from a very young age, and she didn't feel like, she felt very supportive. She was very supported. She could be herself from, a very, very young age, which is quite lovely. I loved hearing that. So, quite enjoyable, quite lovely. Discord's in a band. Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
I love the pictures they pull from it. I was like, this is fierce. Oh my God, yeah. Some fierce stuff.
Absolutely.
I will say one thing Discord said in this segment that I don't agree with. And she feels like, I think she's kind of like saying that drag has gotten a little, quote, Disney-fied. I kind of feel like the opposite. I feel like more alternative drag is being more accepted than ever before. Like, I think back just a couple of years on UK, Charity Case was such a huge presence. Like, oh my gosh, this is such a different drag artist. But I feel like somebody like Charity Case could come in a modern season, and I think Rue would actually, she'd be down to freak. She'd be like, yeah, I'm totally rolling with this. So I think we've made strides on alternative drag. I do agree, alternative drag is great, and I want to see more of it. I don't agree with the statement that drag has gotten Disney-fied. This is a statement that I'm like, I don't know if I agree with that. I feel like one, Dragula is bigger than ever, as it should be because it's amazing. But I just feel like I do agree with Discord's sentiment. Like, I feel like alternative queens should get more of a platform than they have in the past.
I definitely agree with that to an extent. I think there's I don't agree with the word Disney-fied. I think mainstream is definitely the is the better terminology for it, and because drag has always been alternative. Drag is always going to be alternative at its core. And I think that I don't want to put words in Discord's mouth. I'm not going to. I see the point that they're making here, and I definitely think it's an important point to look at, especially given their drag and their perspective on drag. It's definitely a perspective I'm really happy to see represented on Drag Race, because it's not a perspective we see represented on Drag Race every season. So it's quite refreshing to see. But to that point, I think there is a merit to acknowledging that at times, to that exact point, we don't always see drag artists like Discord represented on Drag Race. Whereas we see girls in the same vein of Athena, Juicy, Kenya, not exactly the same artists, but we see girls like these girls every season. So I think there is an element to that argument that I understand. I wouldn't ever use the term Disney-fied, but I get what she's saying in that regard.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think maybe it's the terminology kind of threw me off. I was like, I
see what you mean.
Saying
there,
it's mainstream, I totally understand that, but I think there is a bit of diluting down the sort of protest nature of drag in the past few years. And I think we maybe should push back against that a bit and maybe try to be a bit more subversive in drag and really challenge the structures in our society. And I like that people like Discord bring that perspective, and we should see more of that because drag is inherently political. It's inherently a protest. So
I agree with a lot of that, for sure. For sure. Was there anything else from getting ready?
The next notes for the runway. So I mean the Ruse outfit. So we can go.
We're basically going to the challenge. Yeah.
Wonderful, fabulous, fantastic, and awesome. So with that being said, it is time to go to the runway. With our extra special guest judge, Dove Cameron. Dove Cameron.
This is her second time, right?
Yeah, she was on the Snatch Game of season 14 of all Snatch Games.
I knew it. I was like, she's amazing. I loved her. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she got to witness one of the most iconically bad challenges of all time.
Yeah.
And give great critiques. She actually gave like such great critiques.
She is a phenomenal guest judge.
Mm-hmm. One of the best. Glad she's back.
Looks so good.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone understood the assignment tonight, including Mama Ru. I audibly gasped when she turned the corner. I said, and then I said, come on, Ru. Yes. I love this.
This is stunning. This is great. I love the silhouette. The dress is great. I wrote lovely gown, beautiful gown.
Indeed. I love all of the cross hatching of the different fabrics across. I think she looks absolutely gorgeous in this. Big fan. Huge.
Yeah. Mama and Dove literally stood out very well, and TS actually looks pretty nice as well, and Michelle's dress was also on her body. Yeah, that was, I mean, but they all color coordinated, so
yeah.
I think yellow is a great wig color on TS.
I was going to say the same thing. I think yellow is a great color on Maddie. I think she looks great in this.
And Dove Cameron, that outfit, it's giving me like Totally Spies, but like make it cunt. I mean, Totally Spies is already.
Yeah, but you know what it gives? You know what it gives me? Disney's Descendants, but make it cunt. I was like, she dug back into her Descendants days, girl. Like, yes.
It is that. It is very that.
It's very that. I live for it. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I love her.
She's gorgeous. My gosh.
Honestly, Dove Cameron for permanent judge. I wouldn't be mad.
I'm down for it.
I'm down for it.
We can do without, I don't know, the hilarious Ross Matthews.
Sure. Well, Carson's moving to Canada, so you know.
I also wrote in my notes. I think Ru is sick in this episode. She's very soft.
It seemed like it. Yeah, it seemed like it.
Possible.
She didn't have any like funny one-liners introducing people. She was just like,
it was a very cut and dry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And welcome back, Dove Cameron. Yeah, it was very. And during the runway, she kind of let everybody else do the quips and everything like that. And, you know, Yeah,
You
it
usually
was.
tell.
Yeah, it was low energy Ru. Which, hey, you know what? Not she doesn't have to be fully on every episode.
I just wrote that, and I just thought, I was like, wow, everybody's voice is going. Like, what's going on?
Right.
What is happening
I hope they got a weekend after this.
at the CBS lot?
Right.
All together.
Right. Let's talk about our girl groups. Thankfully, we get these horrors out of the way first.
The studio picked that for us.
I know.
We definitely saved the worst for first. Yeah, I mean, I loved it.
I have to say, so I did a viewing party last night with a bunch of homosexuals, and it was quite fun because this group popped up, and immediately they all turn around, and the audible groan from the group that I was with, we were all just like, oh God. And also everyone in our group immediately thought that Darlene was Dee Dee.
Oh my God. Yeah, because
What?
they did resemble.
They couldn't tell that they all thought the queen in the red wig was Dee Dee at first.
Oh my gosh.
And then I was like, no, that's Darlene. And it got worse for everyone involved. So with all that being said, Mike, what do you think of this group?
I literally wrote in all caps, this is what they fought over? Like,
Girl.
question mark, question mark, question mark.
Girl.
This song, I mean, they performed it very low energy, but this song sucks.
Yeah.
Sylvester inspired, let's say that.
Loosely.
Loosely.
Kind of like your vagina.
Well, not kind of like your Laduca,
yeah. I loved the shade of the edit. Every single verse, I think, except Darlene, got this sort of judge blank stare face edit. They were just like it was very. The judges' reactions were very like, "Go, girl, give us nothing." Like,
yeah. Except for Darlene, yeah.
I will say, nobody was like horribly bad. I just think the energy was mismatched. I did write on everybody. They were just kind of like, the energy was a little low. It could have been more funky. I liked, I'll just go down the list. Athena seemed fine. It was low energy. Darlene, I also think, was starting low energy. And then she had the high note bit, which was funny, but still kind of low energy. I actually liked Mango. I think that maybe it wasn't disco and that didn't match, but I was like, oh my gosh, somebody with energy, at least. Like, this was high energy, and I did enjoy that. And I will say, I think Dee Dee was probably my favorite of the group, but it got a judge blank stare at it. So I'm very confused. We'll talk about the judging in a bit, but by far and away, I think part of it is the song, and part of it is the energy that the team brought to the song. But just spoiler alert, this was my least favorite by a mile of the three groups.
Oh, was it?
What?
How surprising. I mean, you know what it gave me? When you want to do a really earnest tribute to Sylvester, and the way it comes out is kind of what came out of Crystal Envy when she was living the slaves. You make me feel right, real RuPaul. Yeah, it was a bit like that. I think, Mandy was kind of done dirty in a sense that her energy was great, but, and we'll get to the critiques later, I kind of hate when they give this kind of Jack's critiques. So, oh my God, you're so too much energetic for this song. Yeah. Oh, well, Darlene definitely stood out for all the RuPaul tickling reasons, and I think that was why she was definitely not on the bottom two, because of that scream that we discussed already at length, and that was the only part of the performance of this group that made Ru visibly burst out laughing. So that was that, and Athena and Dee Dee were also doing the best. Yeah, but obviously I agree with Michael and you, Logan. It was far and away by a country, sea, and a space mile. My least favorite group of the three tonight. But yeah, blame the song.
I blame the song a little bit. I also blame the choreography because honestly, they choreographed this disco number as if it was a pop number. Like, that's the biggest qualm I have with it. Like, they really said Ellie Diamond 8 count. Like, it really didn't give what needed to be given here. Like, it was not. No.
When they did the whole thing, I thought of the Ms. Cracker talent show.
Oh God, help me.
The pickle one. Oh my God.
I didn't need to be ever reminded of her or that ever again. So thank you for that. Maybe slightly controversial opinion. My standout from this group actually was Mandy. I thought Mandy performed the best. I thought her energy was great. I thought her verse was my favorite. It was the most memorable. I thought she performed the best. And the fact that she was in the bottom 2 for this episode is absolutely criminal. It is absolutely criminal. Her treatment on this season is
gross.
Not great.
Yeah.
Gross. Yeah.
I mean, we'll get to when we get to the judging. I'll have a note about what they said to Mandy because just gross. Honestly, Chai Tea Grande than this. Ru, what's wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
Makes me nervous for UK versus the world.
Mm-hmm.
What are they gonna make up BS reasons for half the cast? They're half of them are Asian.
That's so funny. Yeah.
Don't joke about that.
I do worry. I do worry because honestly, I'm like, this is a pattern that needs to be called out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And we're doing so.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's move on to our pop girlies. Kenya, Mikey, Nini, Mia, and Sierra. Mikey! Talk about Mikey and all the other girls.
Mikey surprised me. I did like this group. This group was really fun. The energy instantly was like so much more than the first group. Like I was just kind of like, okay, that first group was all right. And then the second group came in and I was like, oh my gosh, that first group's in the bottom. Like there's just no way because this is just so much better.
That's when you
energy.
realized the first group was in the bottom?
Well, you never know. They could bomb. I don't know.
Mike, it did not matter what either of the other groups did. The disco group was going to be in the bottom.
Yeah.
I knew that as soon as they finished.
But yeah, Mikey was good. She actually surprised me. Like there was a lot of energy. I loved, I think she was great all around. Mia, obviously we knew she was going to be amazing in the choreo and she was. I will say the rhythmically, this is such a nitpick. I'm going to admit this is a nitpick. Lyrically, like it was choppy a little bit and it kind of threw me off. Her delivery, it was very and I know that's the song a little bit, but it threw me off a little bit, especially since it was first. If this was like the fourth verse, I'd be like, ooh, a little rhythmic like shake up, like that's great, but it was kind of weird. Not really her fault though. Kenya, amazing. I loved Kenya in this. I think she gave so much energy, and I love Kenya embraces her body, and I just love when she just embraces her curves and she knows how to present it. It's absolutely beautiful. Sierra was great. I wrote this group was great. This group is just killing it after Sierra. And I am missing somebody here.
Yeah. Who did we miss? Nini.
Nini was good. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I did write this. Nini, like I was like, I'm not going to get on her delivery too much because it's not really her fault that she has a mini challenge where she has to scream, and so she's going to go all out. And then they're like, okay, now sing, and I'm like, that's evil. So I'm not going to get on her for that. The choreo, she's amazing. We already know she's amazing in performance. That was great. So Nini was great in this one. I'm not going to dock her for the weird vocal performance, especially when you don't really have to. There's worse performers overall in the challenge. So I like this group. I will say this is my second favorite group, but it was close with my favorite, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I have many notes which are very similar to Mikey's. I think they looked cohesively great, probably the best like color cohesion of any group. The edit kind of forgot about Sierra and missed this episode until she showed up in a plain Jane collection bodysuit. I mean, love that for her. Her voice was lovely. The big intrigue with Nini was resolved, as we have spoken already, because the mixing of her vocals was actually pretty good. But this was probably the song with the oddest volume mixing overall, because some verses were clearly louder than the others, like say Mikey's and Kenya's were so much louder than Nini's, for instance. It was an interesting choice, but overall I did enjoy like everybody performing. They were mega cohesive as they showed up this bit in the choreo rehearsals. They nailed it, basically everybody. There were probably almost no missteps, and yeah, Mia Starr definitely proved why she has this last name, and she looked phenomenal. I actually enjoy her light purple wig very, very much. It's such an interesting combo to have this hair with Tesla coil. Love it. Not ever since Milk on All Stars 3. No, just kidding. I love it.
Not this. Yeah, I quite enjoyed this group a lot overall. I think this for me was the most cohesive of the groups. Overall, I thought they all really worked really well together overall. I think everyone had a great standout moment. I think the three people for me that stood out the most overall were Mia. Obviously, I really enjoyed her verse. I think it flowed really nicely. Get glam for my bitches and my hoes is quite a remarkable line. I think that's going to go down in herstory. I think we're going to remember that line for a while. Groundbreaking lyricism by Miss Mia Starr here. Kenya really did it for me. I really enjoyed Kenya. The vocals were vocaling. Her stage presence is just so remarkable. I really quite enjoyed it. And honestly, Sierra really surprised me in this challenge. She is really funny. Her physical comedy is quite delightful. I really enjoyed all of the moments, especially when they pair off after Mia's section, and then Sierra's just off to the side and she just goes, I loved it. I loved every bit of Sierra in this challenge. I thought, and then all of her boom, boom, boom. Like it was so fun to see. Mikey at the end, I thought was really quite lovely as well. Her verse felt a little disjointed to everyone else's. She took a different tempo to everyone else as with her lyrics. I thought it made her stand out. It was my least successful of the verses, in my opinion, but I did still like it. And then Nini, I thought, did the absolute best with what she was given. It was still a very, very solidly safe performance. It was very good. She looked great. She performed great. Nothing bad whatsoever. This group was really, really solid. Loved it.
It makes me think, what could have Nini done if she had her voice? Could she have been? She probably could have been at the top.
She could have been up there for sure. For sure. It sucks. And last up, we have our punk group, Briar, Juicy, Discord. I was like, who the fuck is that in the middle? It's Discord. Jane and Vita.
Mm-hmm. So this was my favorite group. I do think like there is something with punk or metal or any sort of loud rock groups that they do on these where they can get a bit messy. but I felt like there was coordination with this group that was very impressive. Like, I think they had that sort of energy, but I felt like there was enough coordination that it didn't get all over the place. Like, I'm thinking like Metal Grannies, which was kind of chaos. This wasn't that. They had a choreo that was coordinated. They did these stunts and everything, and I really appreciated that. They all understood the prompt of like, we are just going all out heavy with this. Let's go down the line. Discord, I thought was like really great delivery. I think one thing that I thought was very odd though is that she was behind a lot of the queens during her verse, and I'm like, you need to be center stage. Like, if you're behind them, you need to be doing a move that gets you in front of them, like jumping through them or being tall. Like, I loved the little upside down like handstand moment. That was really, really cool. But I do think like she really kind of, in her moment to shine, she let a lot of everybody else shine in front of her visually. And that was just that was strange to me. I did like her energy. It clearly shows that she has this punk background. And so I just wanted to see more of that. I'm like, Discord, come forward. I want to see you in your element. Vita, her choreo was great. Her lyrics, I thought were fine. She definitely like understood the assignment on this. I wrote down for Jane. I didn't have much written down because I just wanted to watch. Jane was amazing for me in this. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, she understands herself and her presence on the stage and what to do to make herself really, really shine. And I thought she took all of the moments. She really, really wowed me. I was already kind of looking at her because when Logan, when you were walking off, I was talking about how she was helping lyrically with all the queens, except Discord. And I was okay, I'm going to keep an eye on her because like her lyrics are likely going to be really, really good. And I just thought, great choreo, great lyrics. I thought she really brought it. Briar, I thought the delivery was very fun. The choreo was fine. Let's see. Juicy. Oh my gosh, Juicy is a performer. We knew she was a performer, but like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see more of Juicy this season. And that voice during that voice does not match that petite little woman on that stage. That was such a trip. I was like, I can't imagine. Like, it sounds like a different person than what was coming out. And that was just hilarious to me. But yeah, top down, I thought this was the best group of the three. They had the most fun. I think they fit the prompt the best for me. I always say it, like, if it's like metal, loud rock, punk in a girl group, go for it. Every single time, Ru is going to eat it up. And I think they took that opportunity and they brought that, but also showcased themselves so well. Am I forgetting somebody? I'm forgetting somebody, right?
Briar?
I said Briar, Juicy. Okay, I got everybody. Okay.
No, you had everybody. Yeah, I mean, all five of them did a phenomenal job. This was by far my favorite group of the night as well. The lyrics, thank you, Jane Megami Don't, for writing everybody's lyrics and making them so cohesive and delivering on your verse. It was the only verse of the entire 14 where Ru basically laughed from start to finish. I was also surprised by the poise of Juicy in this in particular. I agree with you, Mike, because we knew she would dance the house down boots, but with her vocals and with her delivery, she was kind of literally half of that metal band Rockin' All G's during season 15, in the sense that her look was giving spice when she was in one place, but she could really sing and she could have this like punk vibes, which is kind of giving us the Oro Mayori legendary confessional. Damn, this is coming out of Sasha Colby's mouth. So yeah, this is kind of what I was feeling about Juicy. I actually didn't mind this chord. I thought it was weird choreo wise, but I also kind of loved her being all over the place, literally, because she was sometimes behind the girl. Sometimes they were like holding her legs. Sometimes she would kind of do like some tricks over there, and it was it was still visually pleasing. And I think that Briar and Vita were kind of probably more the supporting characters overall, but they all did a phenomenal job. It's like, yeah. Literally, what a great band group.
Yeah, I think overall this was also a really good group. I think personally I enjoyed the pop group just a little bit more. I agree with everything you all said though. I do think everyone here did a really good job. For me, para mí, I just really liked the cohesion of the pop group just a little bit more than this group. And I think for me that just comes down to just how fluid all of the verses were in the pop group, because this group everyone kind of popped around with their verses and with their choreo. Like everyone just had their individual moment to shine, which is great, and I love that. Everyone really took their opportunity here, and I think that's something to praise for sure. My two big standouts in this group were Jane, obviously. Tested positive for slaying. I loved it. I loved every single bit of it. That's a line I would write. Like that's so fucking fierce. I loved every single bit of it. And Briar really stood out for me in a really great way. I quite enjoyed what Briar did. I'm mad they didn't keep in the line about cock.
What was
And
the
they
line?
changed-
Do you remember it?
It was like oh, I'm gonna pull it up because I don't remember exactly what it
Okay,
was.
no worries. I just want.
But it was the line that they laughed about in the workroom. Hold on, I have it right here. Once they run through their chorus choreography. I ain't no chicken, but I got that bacaw. It was supposed to be, but I got that cock.
Oh my god.
I'm like, I wish they had kept that in, because that would have been funnier.
Yes.
Vita, I thought, she's a consummate professional, so she killed this, obviously. Juicy, I thought was good. Juicy was my weak link here, I gotta be honest. I thought she did okay. I thought most of her routine was just dancing, which is what she does, and she does it very well. I found her the most disconnected from the group, simply just because her solo was just her stunting and doing her thing, which is great, and it was very impressive. But everyone else's verses and solo moments had some sort of big connection moment with the rest of the group. And I found Juicy's moment to just kind of be her. And I wanted a bit more fluidity with the rest of the girls. And then, like you all said, Discords, I wanted her to be the focal point. And instead, I found myself focusing on Jane and Vita more, because they were the ones in the front, I believe, during that whole section. And if
like
I
this
didn't
picture, I think it's during her verse. Like,
I think so too.
yeah.
And if I didn't know what her name was, and I was watching this girl group for the first time, I would have thought her name was Chaos. I would have thought she was Chaos from Canada's Drag Race Season 3, with the sheer number of times she said Chaos. Like, I just don't think it was branded as well. And mind you, this isn't inherently a branding challenge, but it is a branding challenge. And I just don't think, I think she could have written it a little more smartly. That's all.
Totally fair.
But overall, sickening group.
Yes.
So, yeah, period. So, we will talk about the runways over on Look Over Here. So make sure to check that out. Category is my neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack. Your favorite body part. The first time since season 5.
Yeah.
I was quite
Yes.
delighted. I'm excited to talk about the runway. I think it's gonna be a very fun discussion over on Look Over Here. I do want to know from all of us here, what body part would we do for this runway?
Well, y'all can go follow me on Instagram
Oh my. So you mean
And
the
y'all
entire
can,
body?
y'all can
okay.
tell me what body part you like. My pecs. Honestly.
Yeah,
I got pillow. Me and Jonathan have pillow pecs. We know this.
they're quite nice.
Pillow packs. Okay, I would probably go with shoulders actually, or one asymmetrical shoulder. Who knows?
They're quite nice. Yes. I would absolutely do my clavicle. In honor of Miss Alaska. No, realistically, I'd do my legs because they are the best part of my body. So.
Every day is leg day.
Every day is leg day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday is the one day. Not showing
Come
off
through
my
Grinch slippers.
Oh, baby, I got these in a white elephant gift exchange this year, and they are the best thing I've ever received.
I love fuzzy socks.
They're so comfortable. But yes, I'm excited because I really enjoyed this runway, so I'm excited to talk about it. But we get our results. We find out the entire disco team is in the bottom.
What a surprise!
What?
How? When? Where?
Davon Rogers pretends to be shocked. That's my birthday twin. And to compensate for that, we only have a top two. Of Mia and Jane. This is where, I'm sorry, I understand we do 6 tops and bottoms total. I really, really would have loved at least another person in the top. I think there was at least one other person. Even 2, honestly.
I would have added 2. I had 2.
I had 2 very easily. I agree with these top 2. 100%.
Yeah.
And these probably would have been my top 2 out of the top 4 that I had as well. But I had another. I wonder if we all have the other same.
I know at least one of mine is not yours after you're talking about her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I also think so. Yeah.
We'll just go around.
Yeah. Who else will we have added? Okay, add 2 more to the top to make it a top 4.
I would have added Kenya, and I would have added Juicy.
Okay.
I would have added Juicy and Mikey. Yeah.
Okay. I would have added Kenya and Briar.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Well, that's like we kind of share, but kind
Venn diagram.
Venn diagram, exactly.
Perfectly Venn diagrammed this. Wait, work. Okay. I quite love that. And let us know in the comments. Who else would you have added to your Venn diagram or to your top 4? Because I thought a lot of people, I even would have considered, because I like Juicy. I thought Juicy was fine. I thought there were so many people that could have had a top placement for this.
Absolutely.
Based on challenge and runway. Like there were so many, like Sierra could have been up there too, and I would have enjoyed that. Like I thought it was so wild that there were only 2 tops.
It was too little. But also, do we agree? Wait a second. Hold on a minute. Do we agree with the fact that the tops weren't also the entire group?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
the groups were
I
so
think
close for me.
Yeah, and I think for me, like, I think the difficulty here is for me, there were a couple of standouts in each group, but like for example, if we're gonna have the whole punk group in the top, like I wasn't completely obsessed with Juicy and Discord's performances, so I wouldn't have given them a top placement over, say, like Kenya or Sierra. And like if we're gonna put the whole pop group in the top, like I love Nene, but I wouldn't have given her a top placement over like someone like Briar, for example. Yeah. So like in this specific instance, I wouldn't have judged the tops in a team like that. But the disco team was in the bottom. Like that's like it's one of those rare scenarios. Yeah. It's one of those rare scenarios, and I wouldn't have put any of the 10 of them in the bottom.
Right.
Agreed.
I think
one of
even
these
when
rare
we have like
drag race scenarios.
Yeah, I agree with the bottom team, but like I do also agree there's some people on each team like Nini on the pop and Discord on the punk for me. I wouldn't have in a top placement, but I wouldn't have in a bottom placement either. I think they
Yeah.
were totally perfectly fine.
And like given their runways as well, like very safe.
Mhm.
Lower on the safe side, but very safe. So
I will say my favorite look was Nini's. I love that look. Okay, we can talk about it later.
What?
That
Okay.
Frank
In
look
the
I
challenge?
love.
Oh, on the
runway, yeah.
Mhm.
Misha, what was your favorite look? We'll do that real quick.
I actually think it might be honestly Jane, the winner. Yeah.
Okay. I think mine was Sierra, actually. I quite
Great choice.
I quite
Oh
enjoy
yeah.
Sierra.
Yeah.
I quite enjoy Sierra. I'm really excited to talk about Sierra.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying her more and more. And also I enjoyed what Sierra was wearing in the choreography session because
Yeah,
he's
she
really
was
hot.
gorgeous.
But we do our judging, and what the fuck is this judging towards Mandy Mango? Quickly.
Mhm.
I was okay. I can't not quickly. I can't quickly. Oh my gosh. I wish Mandy would just be like, what do you want from me? Like, what can I do? You say this group is low effort, but then simultaneously the group is low effort, so I get dinged for that. But also I'm too frenetic and I don't match the group, which you said the group was bad already. But I'm the high energy, but the high energy is bad because it doesn't match the group. Make it make sense, Mary. What the fuck?
Mhm.
Like, it's just basically like, Mandy, we don't want you here. You're in the bottom.
Yeah.
Kind of BS. And I feel so bad for her. I really do feel so
Me too.
bad for her because this is just such riggery just to force her into the bottom in a
Yep.
way that I feel like, I'm sorry, I feel like Darlene or Athena was closer to the bottom too than Mandy was for me. So
Mhm.
that's just how I
Yeah,
feel.
totally agree. I think it's just like was very, very whatever, and also the kind of dismissive towards her out of herself as a look. I mean, this was a very specific look. It's true, and the bottom part of it all was also specific. But I mean, yeah, the Mendes critiques were just weird for me as well. I think actually for me it would probably be Athena and Didi kind of closer to bottom two,
Mm.
and Darlene saved by the bell. Oh, sorry, by her literal voice and the scream. But who knows?
I think for me, it would have been Darlene and Didi, based on the virtue of Athena's overall challenge performance and runway. Because I like Athena's runway more, honestly. But that's just me.
I do think I kind of want to be explicit in like our criticism of like, I'm not sure what is up with like Rue and the judging of Asian contestants on Drag Race.
It's quite confusing. Because I felt
feel
this way. I felt this way kind of ever since Kim was on.
Mhm.
Kim was the last Asian contestant, really, that it felt like was allowed to be successful. And since then, it has not felt like an Asian contestant on US Drag Race has been allowed to be successful. Like you look at like
There's only one I could think of, which is Nymphia, and that's it.
and Nymphia
Yeah.
won. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Anitra.
She was so sickening. It's
And
like, how could
Anitra,
you not
right.
give it to her? Yeah.
Right.
Anitra.
And Anitra. It's like they have to fit a very specific mold.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
the examples I think of are like Rockham
Mhm.
didn't do well.
I thought about
Mandy
it,
is now not doing well. You go internationally, Faux Fur, first out. Chai Tea Grande, very early out.
I'm sorry, Chai Tea also had one of the best runways of the entire season.
Chai Tea Grande had one of the best runway packages of Drag Race UK ever.
Yeah, it was insane.
And is one of the only River Medway was not allowed to do all that well. Something Wong didn't do that great on UK Drag Race.
Le Phil.
Not allowed to do that well.
Yeah.
It's quite frustrating. And they also don't cast that many Asian queens. Like it's either they do exceptionally well. I think of Plastique now too. They do exceptionally well, or they're tossed to the side.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like it doesn't make sense to me. It feels like it's the only demographic where it really is just that
weird,
disparate.
Yeah.
Like I can only think on maybe one hand on the US version, like super successful Asian queens. It's like Jujubee, it's Kimchi,
Kim,
Nymphia, Raja.
Plastique.
Yeah.
Anitra. Hey, I made it to 2 hands.
Oh, you made to 2 hands. Ooh. Out of the 200, almost 300.
Something, yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Like it's
and I want to say I don't think they're being explicit with this bias. It's just it seems constantly whenever they are picking and choosing storylines and what they want to focus on for the season and picking contestants, they are constantly overlooking Asian queens, or they're just not casting Asian queens. It feels like a token cast still, and it shouldn't feel like that.
I agree with you.
Or sometimes you just Kimura Hall having a gigantic ass dragon dress.
Oh my god, Kimura Hall.
Yeah, another
I'm
one.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Kimura Hall.
All right.
From the House of Hall.
Oh. The House of Hall. Oh, shout out to Kimura Hall. Love her. I don't want to discredit as well. We do get on the runway Darlene talking about her sobriety journey, which is a very powerful statement. Dressed as an extra from the Tan For You video from season 7.
Yeah.
Which
I was like, this is very Miss Firecracker pageant over here.
Oh my god, yes. But I want to shout out to Darlene because baby, that's not easy to do. And I have major props for anyone that takes those steps to work on their sobriety. So props to you, girl, because that takes a lot. So was there anything from Untucked? I didn't really think that this Untucked was not that groundbreaking.
It's pretty standard as Untucked.
They played Truth or Dare. Like,
oh my God.
Okay.
What is this, high school? Spin the bottle next.
Dare, Kenya, do a split. Okay.
I was going to say something Traders related, but I know you haven't seen that episode yet, so I will keep that up here, and we'll talk about it later. When it happens, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay, cool. Briar, who's the trade of the season? I mean, I can acknowledge that Athena's a good-looking man for her age.
To be fair, Athena gutted Briar in the first episode.
But also, Athena is attractive, so.
Athena is attractive.
Whew.
I think there's about Juicy being so emotional and crying for Athena being.
Oh my god. Drink every time Juicy is shown crying over the prospect of Athena being in the bottom. And remember last week when Juicy might have been in the bottom and Athena? Nothing.
Yeah. Come on,
nothing.
Girl.
This
it was an easy birth.
Easy come, easy go. Baby bird out of the nest and be like, sucks to be.
literally, bitch. Like, oh my god. Fucking A. Well, shall we go for it?
Let's do it.
Let's talk about our results. We get a winner, a challenge winner, and it's Jane Don't. I would have given it to Mia.
I agree with this result. Mia's great. Mia was great. She was second for me, but Jane shocked me this episode, like pleasantly. I was like, wow. She got
For
the
me,
goods.
honestly, it came down to runway between the two of them, and I just enjoyed Jane's smiles more than Mia's. Sorry, because Mia was way too covered, and she went avant-garde, but she kind of went away from the assignment, almost as Sammy Landry from the Little Black Dress. Shout out to our coverage of Canada.
Wow, you like the campy runway? I'm so shocked, Micha.
I disagree with that sentiment, but that's fine. I like Mia's runway, and I think it was delightful. But whatever. That's fine. I'm not mad at Jane winning.
They're both deserving winners.
Oh, I don't mind Jane winning. It gets me points in the draft, so I'm quite fine with it. I don't care.
I mean, if we're going to talk about draft, it was a rough night for my draft team. The bottom four had
Yes,
three of my team.
Yes, it was. And we end up somehow, some way, with a bottom two of Mandy Mango and Didi Fuego. Mango versus Fuego. This is a hot fruit. So we've got hot fruit lip syncing to Too Much by Dove Cameron. So I am a self-proclaimed Dove Cameron's fan. I had never heard this song before, and I immediately added it to my playlist because this is a sickening song.
I'm gonna go to the gym after this. Dove Cameron is like queued up. It's gonna get me so hyped. I'm so stoked for it.
This song is so good.
Yeah, I guess I don't know Dove Cameron. I'm gonna have to listen to more of her stuff now. This is the caliber.
Oh my god, yeah. Pop girly.
I was very impressed with the song. I also never heard it before, but it was so good.
You know who else I was impressed with? Mandy motherfucking Mango.
Oh my gosh, she's like, grandma's pictures and tchotchkes be damned. She threw it off, and oh my gosh, and this is gonna be a little shady. I'm like, what she had on underneath? Maybe she should have worn on the runway.
Apart from the wig, the non-existent one.
Oh yeah, but like, that's a shame that the wig fell off. But
but I mean, it didn't stop her. Well, you know,
she was amazing.
The best part was everything was stopping Didi. Literally everything. There was one shot in particular, I think you clocked it as well, when Dove looked like, and it was shown as if Mandy and Didi were about to collide because they were so close. They were doing the same movement, and instead camera switched to Dove doing Macaulay Culkin, and we've never seen if they actually like crashed into each other.
The way the entire lip sync is just Didi going, just walking across the stage. I'm like, girl, my first drag performance, I gave more energy than that. I'm sorry. Like,
I'm shocked. Didi is like such a energy. I wonder if she kind of just gave up, because Mandy comes alive when the music starts. It is insane. I want more of that. I hope they have a Lollapalooza, and I hope we see Mandy in it, because this would be amazing. But yeah, I was wondering like why Didi seemed very mellow. Maybe she was kind of checked out at that point.
She might have been. I don't know.
I mean,
I agree. I genuinely didn't think her outfit was that cumbersome so that she couldn't move. I think she could. She just literally preferred to go to School of Charlie Hides and Sigourney Weaver, and yeah.
It definitely wasn't Charlie Hides. It was much better than
But
that.
She took a step. She took a step.
She walked across the whole stage, I think,
Yes.
4 times.
And that's
that
Sigourney
smells
and
better.
Charlie cannot say that.
No. Now I really, honestly, like, as much as I liked the lip sync last week between Nene and Vita, I really would have loved to see Kenya and Mandy do enough in front of Cardi B.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna lie to you, like, that would have been
Mhm.
so kind. Like,
I
and
mean,
then the
I
whole.
wrote.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I said I wrote in my notes like I want to go to a Mandy show because I
Oh my God,
know
yeah.
it's gonna be sickening. I'm buying tickets if it's Mandy because
Oh my God,
it's gonna be
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it. That was all I had.
I'm like, oh my God. And then every time, like, Dove was so gagged by what Mandy was doing, and she was like grabbing Maddie's hand, and they were just like living together. I'm like, like, Dee Dee wasn't doing bad.
No, we're being too harsh.
But she wasn't doing exactly super good.
No.
I'm wondering, was the boa attached to her? Because I would have just gotten rid of it.
I think it was attached to her, so I think it would have been too cumbersome to try to detach it from her.
But still, I mean, the Mandy threw away the entire cuckoo house of her like memorabilia of family photos. She did what Rockham wanted to do at the start of S&M and like basically tore herself apart.
Yeah,
and I love how shady the edit was, because they showed like the judges, oh my God, like her mouth is invisible while she's taking out her memorabilia, but it all came out. And also, it's very, very interesting edit-wise to see so many confessionals of other girls interjected into this lip sync. It was always giving season 3 vibes, or second time we mentioned season 3, because it was very much that early season vibes where you had like a minute lip sync of a song and you have India Farah for half a minute shading of a phoenix doing the choreo from Lady Gaga.
Not this. But Mandy does rightfully win the lip sync, thankfully, wonderfully. And Didi Fuego is the first queen to go home. The New York girl goes home first.
Because she's from Monterrey. It's a Latina curse, another one.
No.
I'm sad. I really am.
I'm devastated.
Didi seems like such fun, and it doesn't feel right. It does not feel right.
It doesn't. I'm so upset. But
we're gonna feel like this every week because this is such a great cast.
It's a phenomenal cast.
I'm gonna be like, how are they gonna get rid of these other? They'll find a reason, but like, it's gonna feel wrong. It's gonna be like, no, they don't deserve to go first, second, third.
Right. But we love you, Didi. We love you, Didi. Well, this does. Yeah, we do. We do. So, Mike, you and Jonathan did not have the world's strongest week. At all. Seeing as how three of your girls were in the bottom group.
Yeah. And the other was not in the top.
No, but she should have been.
She should have been.
Yeah.
This is what we get for smashing UK. Like, we destroyed the UK draft, and we're paying for it in every other draft.
The draft luck gives and takes here. So currently, Jonathan and Mike are in last place with 14.5 points. Jump up a little bit to Lana in third with 23.5 points.
Oh my gosh.
I'm in second place now with 25.5 points, and I am just below Sugar in first with 26. I'm only behind by half a point.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
We are a solid,
So dynamic.
lovely
9
third alternate.
It happens sometimes.
If we're gonna lose, I want us to lose
So badly.
No, I don't actually, because I love my team. I love Didi Fuego. I wish he was still there, but Mandy, Kenya, and Athena. Oh my gosh, I love them. I hope they-
Right. Well, next week, I think you've got a pretty decent team for RDR Live, so we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with my team going into RDR Live as well. So
Who's your team again?
I have Discord, Jane, Kenya, and Mikey.
How'd you get that great team? What the heck?
I picked them.
Well, we were last on the wheel, so
Correct. Who was first again?
Sure.
Lana.
Hello.
Lana. Yep. Well, with all that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here today. So thank you for joining us for this lovely coverage of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18, episode D. Make sure to check out our Look Over Here episode for some coverage of some runway looks involving their necks, their backs, their pussies, their cracks, and other assorted body parts and things and stuff, and maybe a singular finger of Briar Blush.
Yep.
We'll talk about it.
Exactly. Intense one. Yeah.
In the meantime, make sure to check out everything we're doing across the Cup Network. All the links for that will be in the description below. On your way out, go check out another video. Maybe it's a season 18 video, a Canada's Drag Race video, or breaking news, a UK versus the World 3 cast assessment. Make sure to go get your merch on the way out. And with all that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. So goodbye. Bye-bye. Cheers.